Cancer, right now you are pushing the threshold. You are pushing the bounds of energy, the bounds and the boundaries of creation itself, life itself. You're pushing to expand. You want to see where the threshold lies, where it begins and where it ends, I'm hearing. Okay, you're really pushing to figure something out. And I pulled this card and I meditated on it, and a beautiful vision came to me. It took me quite some time, as most of these visions that I read to you, when they are very in depth and very colorful, very descriptive and poetic, I take a lot of time writing the vision that I saw. The vision is probably 2-3 minutes, 60 seconds. And the description of it, Spirit has shown me that I need to make this descriptive. I need to make you guys feel like you are there. No matter which vision it is, but right now it's very important, especially because you're meant to feel, see, and hear of how you can push these energies, these limitations. You're becoming limitless by connecting something, okay? So I'm going to read you this vision. In the moonlit space between waking and sleep, the dreamer found themselves standing before a colossal pyramid, not golden in hue like the ones sung about in ancient texts, but carved from black obsidian, its sharp edges glinting under a sunless sky. This pyramid did not rise from the desert, but from a smooth, mirrored plain that reflected both the heavens and the soul. It seemed ancient, beyond time, humming with a soundless energy that made the air ripple. What immediately struck the dreamer were not the imposing steps or the shadowed apex, but the outside walls. Every stone of the pyramid surface was inscribed not inside, but out, with glowing hieroglyphs, as if the secrets once hidden had been drawn out for the world to see, but only the worthy could see them. The hieroglyphs were alive. They shimmered in shades of emerald, sapphire, and blood red, shifting under the eye's gaze, never the same twice. Symbols of an open eye, a feather weighed on a scale, a serpent coiled around a broken staff, and a snake that looped into infinity. The dreamer reached out instinctively, fingertips grazing the warm symbols. Suddenly the sky trembled with a cry, a piercing, regal screech. From above, cutting down through the unreal firmament, descended a bald eagle, enormous and radiant, wings stretched like divine banners. It landed beside the dreamer, eyes as clear and sharp as destiny itself. The eagle spoke not with words, but with presence. It walked along the pyramid's side and stopped before a specific panel of glyphs. The dreamer followed. This section bore a riddle etched in light. To enter the truth, you must unsee what you know. Speak not with tongue, but with your shadow. Where light cannot touch, your spirit must go. The dreamer knelt, contemplating. They had always believed that knowledge was to be acquired, consumed, understood. But here, understanding was inversion. The pyramid demanded unlearning. The eagle flapped its wings, stirring the wind. With a knowing look, it turned toward the mirrored plain. The dreamer saw themselves reflected, but oddly, without eyes, without mouth, just a silent silhouette. Your shadow must speak. Then came clarity. The way forward was not through intellect, but surrender. The dreamers stepped into their own reflection, becoming shadow. As they did, the hieroglyphs ceased glowing, the symbols darkened, and the stone before them began to part. The pyramid opened, not with grandeur, but with stillness, as if it had been waiting patiently for eons for this quiet moment of self-emptying. Inside there was no treasure, no throne, only a pool of light, suspended mid-air like water held in a breath. The eagle soared past the dreamer into the chamber and dissolved into the light. The vision ended with the dreamer stepping forward into the unknown, no longer seeking answers, but simply being the question. Okay, so this is a parable for inner initiation. Okay, this is about you pushing something, pushing outside of the existence that you've previously been in. Reframing and rephrasing, I'm hearing, the way that you read, look, think, speak, your energy is changing completely. Because you're supposed to decode something here. And you're supposed to be guided by this vision. And let's get more into the cards here and see what else needs to come forth. Let's see, hold on, let me switch. Let's use this spread. The Cancer. If you're new here, please subscribe. And if you're interested in a personal reading, it's in the description box below. So there's clearly something to be released. The Empress. Release the desire to continuously control what is created and how you move through these creations and how you move through the energies. You have to surrender into the flow of things, into the unknowing of things. Remember, in the vision, you had to unlearn something. And here, I feel that you have to unlearn or release the structure within you. In terms of like walls you've built or things you've learned how to navigate through certain situations or aspects of yourself that you put there because they were there to protect you, but now they're not protecting you anymore. They're just old and rusty and they just gotta go. You have to clear, like I'm seeing this yard and there's all this like yard art, but some of it is so old, so rusty, it's falling apart, and you need to put in that effort to just go out into this field and pick out the ones that do not really align with your vision anymore of what you want your space to look like and what you want your journey to be like. What do you need to allow in? I feel like this is the bald eagle that came out in the vision. It was a symbol of freedom in a way, a path to your revelation. Okay, so what do you need to allow in to your space to work with? The sun, recreating the vision of your eternity. I'm hearing rewriting this, like the script. It like something doesn't fit anymore because you're pushing the bounds here. You're expanding and exploring, and you're meant to unlearn something. You're meant to take something away. And I feel for you here with the sun, it's like in order to align with your ultimate happiness, you have to allow yourself to connect. Remember, connect more into the flow state, into the creative state, into the divine feminine state, rather than the structured masculine dominant state where you even doing all the time. Like stop doing and start listening. I'm hearing listen to what your heart is speaking about. But also rewriting your story, like I was saying. It's like you thought you had it all planned out. You thought you would be here by now or there by now. Or you think that your future looks like this, but Spirit's asking you to unlearn something and to rewrite something here because something hasn't been working. You need to decode this, right? With the hieroglyphs, you need to decode the riddles in your life right now. What is this? What is this riddle that you need to analyze? King of Wands. The riddle is about your energy and how you use it, what you use it for. Okay, where is your energy going every day, every minute? How are you sculpting the fire within? That's important. You're going to need the energy to decode this, to work with this riddle, to analyze things. You need to make sure you are aware of where your energy is being placed and then be able to kind of keep it in one space in order for you to tap into when you need it most. Okay. Oops. Queen of Wands, yeah. Unify, you need to unify energies as well. I'm picking up on, like, I feel some energy has been lost somewhere, misplaced somewhere, okay? Something needs to be found and tapped into. You need to bring it back into your energy right now and use it as a pillar of strength. Yeah. Give me one more card for this. The Queen of Swords. Once you access this, a power comes in with this energy that helps you see something or someone clearly. And because of this, you are able to free yourself or free up the excess energy that you lost or is being drained, and then you are able to cultivate it back into your space. And you are able to control more what goes on in your energetic sphere and emotionally too. I'm feeling like emotional, a control of the emotions. It's like by letting go and by rewriting the story, letting go and being more in the flow, you then identify something here. You see, oh, like a lot of my energy was drained by this or is being put here or there and it's not really serving me. So you're just kind of taking that, finding your truth and the balance and just kind of placing the energy or reinvesting the energy back into you here. Okay, yeah, you're reinvesting in yourself, the energy. Some has been lost. I'm hoping that makes sense. Sometimes there's so many energies here. It's, as a reader, it gets a little overwhelming. The Eight of Pentacles. Continue with your craft. People or things might try and sway you, try and resist what needs to happen, the changes that you bring to the situation now, because you are changing. You are pushing your limits. You are trying to reach another level here. And with that comes a lot of hard work and dedication. Do not waver, Cancer. Stay committed to the path that you are crafting, the path that you are forging for yourself. Something will test you. Something is coming in to test you. I'm getting 2, to test how stable the path is. Like, I'm seeing you kind of like this person's, oh, they're building like a brick wall. But for you, I was seeing that you were paving, like with bricks, your own path. And someone's gonna come in, be like, okay, let me like pull my horse carriage over the path and see how it holds up. Let me drive a car over it, see how it holds up. So there's something coming in to test you. What is this? Ace of Cups. I feel like it's your ego coming in here. Okay? And once you release the ego, it's like the ego is like testing you, because the ego knows, the shadow side of you knows, because you're supposed to integrate with this shadow version of yourself and accept it in some way. So this acceptance will then unlock something here. Unlock the steadiness of the path I'm hearing. It's like this is your glue. Like your path, the pavement had bricks. I don't know what they use between the bricks, but it's like this little clay cement. I don't know. This is the glue. Letting go of the ego, releasing the ego here is what is the glue to stabilize your path that you forged. And in order to do that, you need to enter this silent reflective space that came out in the vision and decode and accept what you decode. Okay. Do not resist. Yeah. Seven of Pentacles. Yes, you're definitely forging, creating. There's a lot of hard work here that you've done and have yet to do. The Queen of Cups. Never forget that you are the energy that controls who and what is around you throughout the journey. When things test you, tempt you, or try and derail you, you create this with your blood, sweat, and tears, okay? This isn't a light journey. This is a journey of depth, okay? And so Spirit's almost trying to like remind you here of your power, of what you can do and what you can create emotionally and physically. This inner awakening that you're having, this revelation here. Yes, it requires release. Yes, it requires surrender. But also you have a lot of power in what you're creating, in what you're building. It's not just about taking away and decoding and unlearning. It's also about continuing to give, okay? Continuing to build as well. Okay, Cancer. That feels really good. Thank you so much for being here with me today, and I will see you guys next time.